Alright, so here's a fandom thoughts deal for the Acolyte. And I did one already, which was about the discourse and all the bullshit. Now the show's over and it got canceled, and then Disney Store pulled all the merch off. And everybody is just like, what the fuck? I think it's hilarious. It really is. Because the last time shit like this happened, and it's always the same, it's the same rinse and repeat cycle that fans go through. They bash a show, they like the show gets canceled, they make petitions for show to come back. Show doesn't come back, they get mad, they make more petitions, they share, spam, all that bullshit. And it's ridiculous. Just absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm still not gonna watch it. I just don't really feel. I'm not into Star Wars anymore, but just this whole thing is hilarious because the last time this happened was with Mandalorian. No. People made petitions to have Baby Yoda reunited with Din. Disney never honored it. And why I say they didn't honor it is just sarcasm, honestly, because if you're like me, if you're in your 30s and you have watched numerous shows over the decades, and two characters are separated from each other, and you're like, oh no. Best example, X-Files. Easy example. Mulder and Scully. Mulder wasn't in the show for an entire fucking season, and he comes back the next season. There were no petitions back then for that shit for him to come back. No, there were no people like, oh no, I have to petition Fox so they bring Mulder back for Scully. We didn't have that back then. No, no, this was different. This is every show. You have two characters. They are inseparable, and then they get separated, and then they're brought back. Game of Thrones did this. Everybody was together, and poof, separated, and they went their separate ways, had their separate arcs. And yeah, it was a good series. I don't give a fuck what people say about season 8. It's a good show. Fuck off. Ugh. But going back to Mando and Din and fucking Child, it was so ridiculous. People made multiple petitions for these two to come back together. And they forget that when you separate two characters and it's a series, eventually they're going to come back together. It's fact. It's what happens. Sometimes they get killed off. Sometimes they don't. It depends on what it is. And what's so baffling with the Acolyte is not only did racism and sexism and hatred and just dumb ass idiots ruin the effect, but they're the same sons of bitches that like other stuff. And I love it. Like it's so funny to watch. This is why I left the fandom. Because there's too much quantity, no quality. And it's a blanket statement, and it's true. A lot of people will argue with me and tell me I'm a full shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a real fan. I'm not a true fan. Get off your high horse with that bullshit. It's like, give me a fucking break. But it's just funny because it goes to show that when they run with a good original idea, it's always met with criticism and backlash and just general bullshit niggling for no fucking reason, because simply there's black leads, other POC leads, there's a woman in charge. Like, most of the shit you have watched Women have made it possible. All that 3D shit is because of a black woman. Look it up. If you like all them special effects, 3D technology, a black woman made that possible in the 70s. Yeah, let that soak in. Look it the fuck up. Don't believe me. Fucking idiots. People want to complain there was poor writing. Well, then, shit, write your own fucking fanfic if you don't like it. Not hard to do. Christ. But I find it immensely hilarious that Disney removed all the merch from the store. Like, really? Like, damn, you gonna remove everything? And there's talks of it being taken off Disney Plus. And I'm like, who fucking cares? You can still pirate the shit. Duh. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's illegal. Yeah, so's your fucking life. Mm. It's funny. It's this whole situation is funny. This is gonna be for every project of Star Wars, any fandom anyway. Any fandom that has this kind of backlash, it's gonna happen. Every Star Wars project that you thought was gonna come out isn't. It's gonna get canceled. It's gonna get put away. If there was I bet you there's an art book for the Acolyte. That's not gonna see the light of day. Nope. I bet you after this, the High Republic series is gonna get canceled. Oh yeah. Anything tied to it, gone. Because that's what they do. They're in fucking panic mode. They hit the panic button, and it's hilarious. It really is hilarious. People want to complain about how there's nothing good or redeeming about the show. What they're really saying is if everybody was Caucasian and it had a male in charge of the show and everybody was male in that show, there wouldn't be a fucking problem. That's what they're really saying. You think I'm kidding? Look online at some of the dumb posts you've come across. I've seen them. They're funny. So ridiculous. Man. And it's sad because it's like I really did like Star Wars at one point and then I just got tired of it. It's so disappointing because they go with quantity over quality. They can't let go of the OT, which is their absolute fucking crutch. It's so sad. Not everything needs OT in it. Oh my. It really doesn't. It doesn't. There are so many things that can work without it, and it's amazing. And the biggest thing is comparing a project to another thing. Skeleton Crew is being compared to Goonies. Goonies is a bullshit movie. It's a piece of shit. I hate it. It's stupid. Watched it, didn't care for it. It's like, stop comparing projects to other shit. Like, that's dumb. Like, let it be its own fucking thing. How hard is that? You know, just let it be its own thing. Stop trying to fuck with the formula. Stop trying to be something that it's not meant to be. And just let people enjoy it. Instead of fucking bending the knee to fucking racist fans and sexist idiots who don't know jack shit. It's so sad. And you wonder why there's so many directors and actors and actresses that won't ever step foot in Disney for a Star Wars project. It's because of this bullshit. It really is. It's all because of this. And it's really disappointing. We could have shit. The fans could have all kinds of dream roles and stuff, but never gonna happen because idiots don't care. They want to be racist, they want to be sexist, they want to send death and rape threats to whoever. Mostly women. Never men. Men don't get rape threats because men can't be raped. What? No, men can't be raped. That's impossible. They don't have the equipment for that. Only women can be raped because they have the equipment for that. That's necessary. Yeah. There are some people out there that are so stuck in their fucking bubbles. They don't realize this. And they're just like, oh, yeah. And review bombing it before it even comes out. This is why I hate social media. This is why the internet should be shut down for a fucking decade and let people reacquiesce to where they need to be. Reacclimate, that's what I meant. They need to reacclimate to being a human again. Because all it has become is just texts. That's all it is. Empty fucking words. That's all you're doing is empty fucking words with no actions behind them because you're a fucking coward and can't handle your cognitive dissonance, cannot handle another's happiness for a project. It's the truth. This is the honest fucking truth. And this applies to everything. Anything. Everything and anything. Whether it's, your favorite food, your favorite drink. Fuck, even the dumbest debate, Pepsi versus Coke. Soda over pop. Ugh. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, y'all need to grow up. And need to learn that people don't have the same interests as you. Or the same likes as you. It's not that hard to figure out and respect. If you can't respect that, then maybe stay the fuck off the internet. Plain and simple. But I feel bad for the people involved in the Acolyte. I really do. I mean, yeah, season 1's in the bag. Canceled in the bag. It's sad. It's really disappointing that it lost so much because of backlash and hatred and apparently there was more behind the scenes stuff going on, but I don't even know what all it could be. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's smart. I'll say Disney was smart for bringing in, what was her name? Leslie, I think? I should have looked it up before I started this. Oh well. But yeah, they were smart bringing her in after her success. It's smart. It's what you do. If you see somebody who had a successful run on a project on a different network, yeah, you want to grab their ass quick, not sexually. You want to grab them up and bring them over to your network and be like, here, you can do this shit. It's like, best comparison is Aries Spears' interview when he was talking about Mad TV. I watched that recently. It was a really good interview. He said that, how do you say it? Seasons 3 through 6 is when the magic was really going on. Like, you had a good cast, you had a lot of creative talent, but then after that, it was hard to keep that magic going because people were coming and going. And that happens. It's the same with SNL. I mean, look at SNL. It's had its ups and downs through the years. Same with Mad TV before it got canceled completely or ended its run. But yeah, you will always have the people who like this season was the best because you had him, and her, him, and her, and them also. Or you like, I love the season because they had this sketch, that sketch, this recurring character, that recurring character, these musical guests. It was good stuff. That's how it works. And that's why they brought her over, because it was smart. They saw her potential and ran with it. Now, do I think she did anything wrong? No. She was given an idea, ran with it, and did good with it. I haven't seen it. I won't watch it, but Maybe one day in the future I will. I don't know. Fucking motorcycles. Ugh. But it's just sad that anything Star Wars that comes out is gonna immediately be met with criticism. I do it too, but I'm not the toxic type. I'm not like, oh, this is so horrible. You shouldn't even read this. It's so woke. I'm like, grow the fuck up. Like me, when I review Star Wars books, and I've had numerous people ask me this on my channel, like, why would you bash it if you bought it? Like, number one, I didn't buy the book. It's a library book. If it's one of mine, I will say, this is one of my books. But if it's a library book, that's free money for me. And I mean free money as in I didn't have to pay for it to rent it. It was bought by the library and they made it available for me to rent, which is fun. Saves me a lot of money. Ergo, free money. But I give a real review. I'm not one of those that's sponsored by anybody. Fuck no. Christ, DK would never sponsor my ass. Disney wouldn't sponsor my ass for how I do their reviews. Fuck, I'll campaign for Song of the South to be put back on Disney Plus. Good movie. It deserves to be seen on Disney Plus in 4K quality. Hell yeah. Zippity doo dah, motherfucker. But no, like I don't intentionally bash Star Wars books on purpose. I really don't. But when you see how much rehashed shit they put out over the years, it's pretty evident they don't have anything fresh to work with. It shows. I mean, hell, prime example. My highest rated Star Wars book review is The Wildlife of Star Wars, Field Guide. Cocksucker. The Wildlife of Star Wars, a field guide. It has 20,000 views, right? And this is from 1999. Or no, 2001. One of those years. And 20,000 views on this, right? Now, the newer stuff I've covered from last decade and the 2000s, most of them have between a couple hundred to under 10,000 views. And it's interesting because it's like there's so many books out there. And the newer stuff, it takes a while to get circulating. Yes, I know other people have covered it too. But you see how good it is and then how bad it is at the same time. If it's a brand new book like Dawn of Rebellion, it's shit. It's just shit. It's rehashed stuff. You already know all this shit. And if you really wanted more info on Star Wars, go to Wikipedia. I don't know why they haven't done a Wikipedia encyclopedia yet. I mean, Christ, I think it's 180,000 articles on there. You can make a lot of volumes out of that bitch. Oof. But anyway. So yeah, Acolyte, did it deserve its fate? No. It didn't deserve its criticism. It didn't deserve its overwhelming hatred. It didn't deserve its immediate cancellation and stuff pulled from the store. That's petty. That's pathetic. That's panic button shit. Ugh. Should it be given a second chance? I think Disney needs to stop advertising projects altogether. They just need to stop advertising about it and just phantom release them. Simple as that. Work on the shit, phantom release it. And be like, wow, this is amazing. Did you see that? It was so good. And they didn't even announce it. What the fuck? It's so good. I miss those days. I miss when stuff was made and didn't get an announcement for it. And then you discovered it and it's like, this is really fucking good. It's amazing shit. But no, don't get that no more. But there will be the ones that are cult followers of this series, and they will defend it to the day they die. Tons of them. I see it already on my Twitter. I already seen one artist lobbying to be one of the artists for one of the new High Republic comics associated with Acolyte. I'm like, not gonna happen, dear. Sorry. Wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up fastest. Hell's bells. And it's sad. Like, I used to be a Star Wars fan, but man, there's no point to it anymore. Because every project that comes out, it's, like I said, criticism. And then once it's gone and canceled, you have your petitions, you have your fans like, I loved it. I love this show so much. And they're the same ones crying and bitching that it was horrible. And then they take away everything else. And then they're radio silent about it. Then rumors start flying. And then you see all these clickbait vids. Watch this to find out what happened to the Acolyte. Watch this vid to see what really went on behind the scenes. I have exclusive behind the scenes interviews with the showrunner about what went down on the Acolyte. Watch now. That bullshit. And then it's just, a 10-minute vid and it's them bullshitting for 5 minutes, and the other 5 minutes is just some parroting shit from another video. Nothing is exclusive anymore. It's not. It's pathetic. It's just everybody copying and pasting each other. I just happen to read between the lines and I see what the fuck's really going on. Plain and simple. So, but nobody wants to listen to my ass because you're too fucking horrible. You're mean. You don't even like the OT. And I'm allowed to like what I don't like. Duh. I'm allowed to have my likes and dislikes and critiques. Just like you are. No, you can't. You have to like everything. Or nothing at all. Kind of idiot thought process is that? Ugh. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on the Acolyte. It's sad. It's really sad. Like, from a show perspective, it's sad. It's really, truly sad to see something get canceled because panic and backlash. Yeah. So. But the even sadder part of this is it's going to continue for every fandom. Any new project that comes out, it's going to be the rinse and repeat cycle. And that's pathetic. But nobody wants to change it. They like living in this. It's what they do. It's how they are. And it's really fucking funny. It's the funniest shit you could ever watch. So dumb. Grief. Anyway. So, that's how I feel. So I'm gonna hop off of here. Well, yeah, I could do one more vid, I guess, but I don't really feel like it. I gotta get my thoughts together for that one, so. Now I'm thoroughly decompressed. Hooray. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.